Hello everybody, this is Funny Bits and welcome back to another episode of PRYE. So, before we move on, we've got some text there, looks like we've got a bit of dialogue. Let's look inside. Who we got? Oh, we've got the minstrel there. What's this? This is the Beyond the Crystal, so if I wanted to do some training, I could go there. We've got a Book of Rites, which I've not actually looked at for a long time, so let's actually look and see what the Book of Rites had to say. So, inspect, there we go, let's have a look. The first exile. You know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Solomon Mer, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life, such was the hatred for him and around his country. Yet we found in Solomon Mer a man transformed in body, mind and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. It is my greatest honour now to share with you his deeds. To know his story is to know the rites. Let's go to the next page. Inspect. Okay. The last emperor. How many nations did a score in the name of Solomon Mer? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions matter less to me. With every passing victory, our legions swelled across the land and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solomon Mer paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished and the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name and vowed to seek it out. Next page. Let's inspect. The rope caller. Okay, I knew it was a fool's errand, but my liege, he would not listen. He insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb, freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downside. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it, whispered in the ears of the Kalamar rope caller, his elder and most trusted aide. Would that I slew that man myself? His was a simple and yet brilliant ruse, to draw the Emperor further still from his responsibilities and towards his greed. Thus did the Emperor begin the expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. The Empire's collapse. It was not long before the Empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the Emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after a myth but inevitable. All the while the rope caller stood by, awaiting such a time as he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's saviour. His first charge was to organise a search for the missing Solomon Mer. Warriors, pathfinders and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek him out. Is there no more business on the last page? Okay, let's close the book. Do you have anything to say? Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. Hear him out, maybe later. Let's hear him out and see what he has to say. You bid him to continue and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time, and I shall further note matters that pertain directly to the rites. I must reveal to you alone, for thus I am obliged. In any case, when you are confronted with the withdrawal and which order Midleaf, you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. Slutch, the astral born. I hesitate to you. Say it, even now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of a Midleaf for mere nonsense. However, her word, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed. It was ruled over by the greater titans. That one called Yaslek was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Yaslek's own hide to bind the Book of Rites. However, Yaslek did not truly die, for by some accounts it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is resonating even now, though very, very slowly. It vows to disavow this land and everything in it. Only then can it return unto whatever plane that banished it to ours. So in any way, it is an exile, just like you. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be many ages hence. Thus the ravings of Melody are more or less inconsequential for the while. Yet the history of Yaslek is inexorably linked to the rites, and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all this is of some reassurance, and now I leave you to your more intimate concerns. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring at this time. He heads out into the evening, bidding you a good rest of the evening. Great. Well, there's something I never want to have to read too much ago. Alright, let's continue on, shall we? I've done quite a bit already. So we need to get moving. Maybe we can get big birch roots. That's where we got. It's the only place we can go, isn't it? Yeah. There is no other way. A small bog-dwelling outpost at the edge of the sea. The minstrel says someone here can help you pursue the stars across the sea. Right. Hopefully we're going to be leaving this land, because this bogged area is not. Okay. This place. Let us go see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Seek. Oh, I got some more dialogue there. I'll come, but maybe we'll come back to that. Seek Big Bertrude. Oh, let's go and see what's been said, shall we? Asudorial, what does she want? Interact with speak. You sent Judorial still glaze well before you turn to her. Reader, rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something now that you are here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? You consider the question. You have never before met someone like her, but you do know something of what happened to those who remain in the downside for many years. Admit she can be a bit intense. Deny feelings that way. Say nothing. Oh! Joderos wishes to know if you fear her. I don't really fear her, but just, maybe. I mean, you know, at first, she's quite big. I mean, look at that. She's got horns. She could be quite intimidating, I guess, when you first meet someone like that. Especially if you've never met someone like that before. Can you imagine just walking down, all of a sudden there's, I don't know, what are you... It's a strange world. This whole scenario is a strange world anyway, so we've got a talking dog. And imps and whatever else is in this land. Talking slugs. Okay, you know what? Admit she can be a bit intense. Let's see what she's at. Or maybe we don't want to... Oh no, let's deny feeling that way. Okay. You tell her, although you do not yet know each other well, you do not fear her, and, on the contrary, feel safer in her presence. Truly? In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me yet. Oh, what she wants. If you survive this place now, then I shall go make my rounds. She walks away. You feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. I wonder why it's never been mentioned before when she moves. I mean, she's big, so that's natural, isn't it? You know, whenever someone... It's only a wooden wagon. A wooden wagon. Yeah, I believe it is. Right, seek the... Alright, okay, let's go now. Oh, there we go, right. Big Bertrude's is a sticky gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest and leaves no doubt that she commands the others.
The speaker, the name Sandalwood. We know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us.
Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork.
He did he? Turn, we know who thou must be, yet thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly.
To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will, though I have every faith that Sandalwood lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Waking Wood, beyond the waters. We wish to see him there, though as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at the studying the lone minstrel all the while.
La, indeed. Then leave us return at dawn. That is all.
By your grace, big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Hedwyn stops him. Hold on, are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? Or shall be in accordance with my client's plan? You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. Aye, in a manner of speaking, he helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Hedwyn nods at this, then he turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vocations while the bog dwellers go about their business. Holy crap, what have we got here? Right, forge resource. Oh, okay, so what I've got to do is get resources, study in private, or mentor a companion. What about search for a surrounding area for variables? Okay, so we've done this sort of thing before. We've just got to mentor a companion. Teach your fellow exile of the old ways of to rise their individual ranks in the rites more quickly. Or study for the following exile journey. Yeah, right. So okay, I think we've done that one before. Let's do this one. Whoa. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings, as each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal. You will have to mentor them one at a time. So I've got to choose who I wish to mentor and then help boost them. Right, who needs help? I mean, Edwin's pretty good. He's already leveled up. Juderal, who doesn't scare us but does scare the crap out of us, to be honest. He's leveled up. Rookie needs a little bit of help. I think we're leveling up. We could do with some stuff for him as well. And of course, Faye. And then we've got the Tizzo. Let's mentor Faye. We haven't really interacted much with Faye. Me? Oh, of course. Please tell me something I don't know, for there's a lot of it. You illustrate to Faye's some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate. Is that how you pronounce that? Dear Lord, I hate words that I've never come across before. Can move and act as of one mind. You sense she grasps some of the concept. Good, I'm glad she got it, because I didn't. There we go, see, that just helped level her up. Oh, describes, they whisper to me. They do from time to time. Choose a mastery for Faye. Okay. There we go, so I can now do that. And if I do Tizzo and Rookie, I think needs help there as well. Brief charge up time before Faye can cast her oral is greatly reduced. Right. Heightened reflex. Press the square or the R2 to jump, sprint, and right. I think she needs it. I think I'll do that one. May help. The teachings of the 8 scribes, I hear them now less faintly than before. Okay. And is that it? Is that all I can do now? Right. Let's go back. Continue your journey. So, let's do that then. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please come. Have a look. The others are already there. The minstrel beckons you to come see the wagon. Step inside. Have they upgraded us? Have they given... Wow! They have. The black wagon appears different now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Oi! Wow!
You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around.
The wagon should be fit for sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She then appears as if on cue.
Tell us and word he owes us twice over.
If I may, Big Bertrude, you could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience.
Dare they make flirtatious upon us?
No, I...
Enough butchered ye see that Sandalwood. Tell him also to come and visit us again now. Begone from here and tell no one that we were paid in favours.
She slithers off without another word soon. The lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she has assisted us, but we shall go. Just as she said, I know the navigational controls and shall explain. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim.
Ski!
I'm beginning to feel ill already. Set sail. I would turn it into a boat. This is cool. We're gonna go swim. All right. Okay, so the wooden golf. Let's go then. Oh, cool. It's turned into a boat. Oh, excellent. We're going to set sail now. We're going down river. This is so cool. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into the warm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There is no acclimating to the warm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the cold current, Big Bertrude indicated we shall be safe. If the next rite is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way as we found ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point on our sea journey. We seek the hulk of oars. Herbivores. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. Okay. So we're going to find... Alright. Okay, so we're going to go to the Outer Solace. Outer Solace. Fetid waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. Bertrude. Instructions are to navigate the maze of moors in the curving route bearing north-east. That's where we're going to go then. We're going to go that direction. Unfortunately, we have run out of time in this episode, so I'm going to pick this up again next time. Hopefully you can join me then. And thanks. So thanks very much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, then you feel free to dislike just the same. If you've got any comments, leave them down in the comment section down below. And that's it. That's all we've got time for, as I said. And hopefully we'll see you again next time. But as always, whatever you do, keep it funny. Until next time. Bye for now. Bye-bye.